Hello, we are Christina and Todd, also known as Oddest Uncle sometimes, and we would like to welcome you to our first ever YouTube video. As many of you know, we are taking a year off to travel, and we are calling it a gap year because we can't afford to retire as we are several $1 million short of our target. Big spender. I get that look a lot. But you should know that this adventure would not be possible without a small inheritance we received from Marjorie Lukens. Thank you, Mom. While we would much rather have you here with us, we are nevertheless grateful beneficiaries of your frugality and generosity. So over the next 8 months, we will be traveling both in the United States and worldwide. And many of our friends asked us to share our adventure with them, and so we have decided to become vloggers, video bloggers, or something like that. And we're calling our YouTube channel In Search of a View. Today's view is Ocean City, New Jersey. Anything else, honey?
Yeah, I am not a big spender. Thank you very much.
She is not a big spender. I am sorry.
Let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach. Ocean City, New Jersey is fondly known as America's greatest family resort. Here's what you need to know about this great place. OC is an award-winning resort town that has a population of 12,000 in the winter, but which swells by 10 times to 120,000 in the summer. It has been voted the nation's happiest seaside town by Coastal Living magazine, and New Jersey's best beach, favorite shopping district, and best boardwalk by a variety of organizations, including the National Geographic and NJ.com. We are 8 miles south of Atlantic City, which you might be able to see over my left shoulder. My mom used to call it Sodom and Gomorrah due to the gambling and other forms of riotous living over there, which are in contrast to this place, the culture here. However, in addition to the sin over there, there's great outlet shopping and a variety of solid concert venues. We have seen Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, Sting, and Chris Rock, to name a few. One reason Ocean City is known as a family resort is that it is a dry town, having prohibited the sale of alcohol since its inception in 1879. Now, as you'll see later in the video, there's plenty to drink in people's homes. Like many of the summer residents, Christina's family has been spending a week's vacation in Ocean City for at least 60 years, starting at some point after her grandparents emigrated here from Greece. My family's story starts here at St. James Place. A few years after my grandmother's fiance died in the flu pandemic of 1918. That's right, people at one point died of the flu. And as sad as that is, it worked out pretty well for me, because I would not be here if Grandma had married a different dude than my grandfather. In her grief, my maternal grandmother, Ellen Heap, decided to buy a small bungalow on St. James Place for her parents in 1922. That makes our children and their cousins the 5th generation to swim in the ocean here at the foot of St. James Place. We have millions of great memories, and as King David wrote in the Psalms, our cup runneth over. St. James Place is a quiet little street, only a block and a half long. By virtue of its popularity and aggressive zoning laws, Ocean City is a little bit crowded, but we love it, and it's home. And we're seeing a little bit more Eagles swag this year. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're told that the Beach Patrol has never lost a life when guards are on duty, and that even includes when my dad was a guard here in 1949. And this is the award-winning boardwalk, and this is the almost famous line for donuts at Brown's. Just a few blocks away is another beach grill, which was started by our longtime friends, the Oves family. They feature better donuts in some folks' minds and the best crab cake on the island. All 3 of our kids worked there. Our 2.5-mile boardwalk widens, and there we find Wonderland, the amusement park where I worked in the 1970s. after Wonderland, there are maybe 50 shops, including arcades, stores for surfers and would-be surfers, and Ocean City favorites like Johnson's Popcorn, Core Brothers Soft Ice Cream, and George's Homemade Ice Cream. Nirvana is my favorite. We have many other stores and a water park and a ton of pizza parlors, though Mac and Manco may be the most popular. And the good news is it's open all year long. Here's my family shortly after Christmas this year. Our sons worked at the other amusement park for a few summers, and our nieces and two of our kids worked at Air Circus, a toy store specializing in kites of all shapes and sizes. There is a fishing club with its own fishing pier. And here at 14th Street is Bob's Grill, where my parents met in the 1950s. Ocean City is an island with a beautiful bay on which the annual Night in Venice boat parade is held every July. Homes on the lagoon are decorated, as are the boats, and if you are lucky enough to know someone who decorates, you can probably find a party. We ride our bikes to parties like this one, wave to Miss Night in Venice, and cheer for the most festive boats. This long-standing Ocean City tradition is always a good time. So if you're in search of a view, Ocean City's not a bad place to start. It's certainly been a blessing for us.